The U.S. has hit China with another big trade action, slapping preliminary anti-dumping duties on $2.6 billion worth of Chinese pipe imports. The Commerce Department's decision to impose duties of up to 99% on imports of some steel pipes is the latest in a string of trade spats between the two nations over tires, cars, and chickens. It comes less than a fortnight before President Barack Obama's first visit to China. Mr. Obama's recent move to impose duties on Chinese tires sparked an international row in which Beijing accused the U.S. of rampant protectionism. At least 19 people have been confirmed dead after a truck ran into a roadside crowd in the northern province of Hebei. The accident happened at around 8:30 p.m. on Thursday when the vehicle drove into the rear of another vehicle and then plowed into a roadside crowd. A total of 32 people were hospitalized, 19 of whom later died. Police say they have arrested the driver and owner of the truck and are investigating the cause of the accident. Two moderate earthquakes have hit the northwestern provinces of Shanxi and Qinghai. An earthquake measuring 4.4 on the Richter scale struck Gaoling County, Shanxi, on Thursday morning. Tremors were felt in Xi'an City, the provincial capital. In the south of the country, an earthquake also struck Taiwan's Nantao County. There were no reports of casualties. An influential advisor to Beijing is to visit Taiwan next week in the latest sign of warming ties between the once bitter foes. Zheng Bijian will be in Taiwan with a delegation of retired ambassadors and generals, according to the nonprofit Pacific Cultural Foundation. Zheng has had significant influence on Chinese policy making in recent years and coined the phrase China's peaceful rise. Relations between China and Taiwan have improved markedly since May last year when the Beijing-friendly Ma Ying-jeou assumed the presidency. The Beijing News reports that a guard at an unofficial jail in Beijing has pleaded guilty to raping a young detainee in a case that has put the spotlight on the black jails, where a growing number of people seeking justice from the government end up. The guard told a district court he raped the 21-year-old student in August after she came to Beijing to ask the central government for help. Thousands of Chinese come to the capital every year to air complaints ignored by local authorities. Human rights groups say many are rounded up by provincial officials who fear the complaints may get them in trouble. The Beijing Youth Daily reports that China will adopt lethal injections next year for all death row inmates. A lethal injection room has already been set up in the capital. The last lethal injection in Beijing was performed on July 10, 2007, with the execution of China's former head of state, Food and Drug Administration, Zheng Xiaoyu, who was found guilty of taking bribes to approve untested medicine. China has postponed a plan to raise the Three Gorges Reservoir to its ideal height of 175 meters due to a lack of water. The firm running the dam says there has been less water than expected flowing into the reservoir from the upper reaches of the Yangtze River. More water than anticipated has also been let out of the reservoir because of drought further downriver. Filling the reservoir will mark the end of the multi-billion-dollar project that was started in 1993. And finally, the sharp rebound in Chinese stocks has seen the total fortune of China's ultra-wealthy balloon by $141 billion. That's according to Forbes magazine, which yesterday released its annual China Rich List. The net worth of the country's 400 richest people rose to a record $314 billion in the year to November, from $173 billion a year ago. The list consists of a record $79 billionaires as opposed to just 24 last year. It follows a steep rise in Hong Kong and Shanghai bourses, 56% and 69% respectively. And that's the BON headlines for now, but we'll be back with more news after this.